Today, I'm addressing the issue of number formatting. So Excel has different formats in which numbers can be displayed. Formatting is basically how the information you have in a cell is displayed. Now, there are a number of them. We have the general format, which is the default, the number, currency, counting, date, time, percentage, text, special, and custom. So I'll be looking at some of these in today's video. Now, when you look at this number here in E5, and you move up to the ribbon, you'll see that it shows general. So currently it has the general format. Now this number can be displayed in very different formats based on what we have told Excel to do. For example, now it is showing like this, but if I change this into a number, you see it adds 2 zeros at the end. If I change this into currency, by default, it adds a dollar sign. So it is the same figure in the cell. Accounting leaves a space, but it is being displayed in different formats. For example, if I choose date, it tells me the date is this. If I choose time, it gives me 00. So percentage gives me that. Fraction, that. So you can see that this same figure here can be displayed in different formats based on what we have selected. And the format you select should be relevant to the report or the figures you're working on. So in short, the ribbon, using the ribbon, we can format this value. As I showed you, the general one is this. If you want it as a number, we just come here, click number. Now this number has no commas. If you want to put commas, you come here and say, like so, press on commas. If you want to take away the decimals, you click. This one puts them back, increases, this one decreases. So you do so. And if you want it as a, now it has changed here into custom. As a percentage, you just do so. Put dollar, it comes like so. So that is how you can easily format using this ribbon. If you want a more detailed formatting, you can press this, you come to this tab, there's an arrow here, you press this arrow, it brings this tab here where it says format cells. Now under the tab for number, we can see the same formats here. So to use this tab, you highlight your cell first, then you come to number, we have selected the number here. By default, it's saying 2 decimal places. If you want to put 2 decimal places, you can increase or decrease using this arrow up and arrow down buttons. Use 1000 separators. Currently doesn't have a separator. As a comma, you can add it. And when you do that, there's a display here, a preview, and it shows you that the comma has gone in. Now, negative numbers, how do you want them to be displayed? If you want a negative, you put it there. If you want them in red, if you want them in brackets, so I'll go with brackets, and I say, okay. Now you can see it is formatted to this. Now if I make this one negative, it changes to red. And this is because of the format I have placed on this number. So using this here, that's how you can format. The shortcut for getting this dialog is Control T, Control 1. click on Control 1, it will bring you this dialog very, very fast. So that is how you can format this number, put commas, put decimals. Now, if we want it as a currency, you highlight it, then you come and click on currency. By default, it puts a dollar currency, but down here, we have a number of currencies where you can choose from. For example, if I went down, I can select UGX as a currency, and everything changes to UGX. So this way, you can format this into a currency. Now, the good thing is with this text here, you can still do, I believe, your additions, and they work fine. Otherwise, if you have a number, if I write text here and a number there, and then I write another text here and a number here, and I want to add these numbers, I may not be able to add. You see, it gives me 0. But if I come and format these numbers, I can still be able to add. It will still consider them figures. What formatting does, the figures will remain as figures, but it's just a format, meaning they're just displayed like that, but the actual information in the cell is a figure. For example, if I come to this and I highlight this, you can see it is a negative number. It does not show the bracket and also does not show the UGX because the number remains the number, but it is just changing the way it is displayed for report purpose or for easy reading. But the number remains as the number. So if the number remains as a number, it means you can add, you can subtract, you can do different operations on it without it being affected. So we have looked at currency. Accounting is more or less the same. Now, the date formatting, Control T to bring up the dialog, then you click on date. Now it gives you the different formats that you can format this date, this number here. For example, if I say okay, maybe I choose, it's a very long date. Let's reduce it. So if I format it to a date, this is how it will appear. This is the date, the month, and the year. So Control 1, go back. So you select the type. You want the date first, then month, then the year. If that is the case, you choose this format. And this format is influenced by what is selected here. In the UK, this is how they write their dates. They start with the date, month, and the year. But if I change this to the US, you can see it changes the format. So if we do this, it now starts with the month, the date, and the year. So that's how you can do your date formatting. Control T, one again. Then the time is easy. You can just select the time here. There's also UK or US. It's giving me that. Control 1. Now, if I go back to the date, assuming I'm not seeing a format that I want here of the date, I want a particular format. Even when I come here, I look at Singapore, or I look at South Africa, I cannot get a particular format. What I can do, I can use the custom format. You have to use the custom format. Now for custom format, you need to type the format that you want. Now, assuming I want to start with the year, year is YY. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I want a dash. Then month is then followed by the month, MM. Then followed by the day, which is DD. So you can do that and say, okay. And you can see it changes the format to start with the year, then the month, and the date last. So Control Tier 1 again. So if I put 3 M's, you can see in our preview, it is showing January. If I put another M, it is showing the full January. If I put the 3 days, it shows Tuesday. So like so. So I can do that. And this is my format. So I can decide I want my format to be like this. I start with the year. I want the month in full, Tuesday, the day in full, and the month. So this one you can only achieve using custom formatting, because the other formatting may be limited, but with custom formatting, you can do what you want. So I can take it back to this. So these days, I can format it using custom formatting. Now the others are almost similar, percentage. All you need to do is to click on percentage, then you choose how many decimals, and then you say, okay. Scientific. Now text displays the information on the right hand, on the left side. You can see if I put text here, it displays it on the left. But if I put number, it displays it on the right and puts double zeros by default. So maybe lastly, let's look at the custom formatting. Now this is a telephone number. I want it to be in +256, maybe a dash 772, maybe a dash 100, maybe a dash 100. If I try to type that, this is what I'll get. But of course, I can manipulate it by putting a quotation at the beginning, and it will show like so. So what it shows me is this is a text, and this text is being displayed in my formula bar here. But how can I achieve this using formatting? The best to do is use custom formatting. So I click on that, I go to Control T1, then go to custom formatting, then under type, this is where I put my type. Now the numbers are shown by this symbol here, this number symbol. Then after 3, I want a dash. Then 1, 2, 3, then a dash, then 1, 2, 3. So as I do that, it displays on top here, then a dash, then 3 numbers, like so. So if I've reached the point where I have what I want, like I can see in my sample here, I'll say, okay. So in the process, I've applied my formatting to the number. Now, if I click here and I go here in the formula bar, you can see the formatting does not display. So the number remains the same, but the appearance of the number is what the effect of the formatting. So this is how you can custom format a number. So custom formatting is very powerful because it gives you power to format the way you want. Today, I've looked at the basics of number formatting. In another video, I'll look at more advanced ways of formatting information in the cells. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Share this video with many people as possible. That's all I have for you today, and have a great day.